It's way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the Cookout with TOYO, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get, man. Come on, press play, press play.
Hey, what's going on, man? Yes, sir. We in here, man. Toyo ain't in the PBJs, man. So we gon' we gonna kick it over here, man. Only thing I got is potato salad and some green. Got what else I got, man? I got the baked beans with the hot dogs in it, man. What you bring it, Dre? You on mute, I think. Hey, hold up. Oh, here we go, Supreme. Supreme in the building, man. What's going on, Supreme?
Salutations. Good morning, my brothers. How y'all feeling?
Oh, man, can't call it Mike Starlet. Hey, my wife in the building. She about to clock in, man.
Salute.
Welsh, what's going on, man? Hey, Welsh Walker, man. Sir, we in here, man. Yeah, what you got going on today, Spring?
Yesterday I had an interview with this little place right up the street. So hopefully, they said they was impressed with my wheels. So hopefully I have a job like 5 minutes from the crib. And then I got an interview with this railroad car company. It's like 9:45, so see what they talking about. But I'd rather be at that job by my house. It ain't nothing like having a job 5 minutes from the crib.
Without a doubt, man, because is that 5 minutes driving or walking?
If it was 5 minutes walking, boy, I'd be. If it was 5 minutes walking from the crib, boy.
Think about the money, man. You can save a whole bunch of money, gas money. Yeah.
I wouldn't crank it up at all.
No, man, no. I crank it up probably be on rainy days or something like that.
Lazy people do shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Best wishes to you, Supreme, man.
Yeah, those pups.
Good luck on that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck. Those pups right there that y'all see, man, that's arts of Apache Kennels pups, man. He got 3 females and 2 males that are going to the public. The other ones are gone. And man, all I can say about Apache Kennels is that is the start of what we got going on over here, man. So if y'all want to fool with anything like that, man, you need to holler at Apache Kennels, man. He got some good dogs over there. Yes, sir.
And like with stuff like that, it goes without saying. Like I would breed, like if you wanted to do a co-breed in the future or something like that, like, all right, I'm gonna just be real with you.
It would line up.
Not even that. It is that. But like, look, I've decided that I will do outcrosses with people like Heart Finish, basically y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I do out crosses to check myself with y'all stuff. But like, if I don't know you, if I ain't talking to you, man, I don't even want to do the out crosses, man. I don't care how big your name is, bro. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody to go against. But as far as like keeping my stuff as tight, as pure as possible, there's two kennels I'm gonna breed through to keep it pure. So that we're gonna do a real out cross for my stuff, your stuff, I'm going back to art, which is gonna take me back toward the Jeep Red Boy Rascal stuff, or I'm going back to THK, which is gonna take me back to the Garner stuff. That's it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? And just seeing, like, as I get better as a trainer, I already know that both sides, the Jeep Red Boy Rascal and the Spike Frisco stuff, they do the training stuff I like.
Yeah.
You know, and I give you an example of another good cross. Catch Guard, Merguito. Catch Guard did a good cross. I'm excited to have the puppies turn out. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Catch Guard, Merguito, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. And what you were saying earlier about sticking with people that, you know, follow you or y'all have some type of relationship. Me and Mr. CEO, Mr. Pimps, was chopping it up yesterday, and we were talking about something similar to it. You know, you a gamer, right? You play Call of Duty, and you really into Call of Duty, right? But you got homeboys that you fool with on a regular basis. These your homeboys. You want to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got a bond. You know, mentally y'all think kind of the same and all that. And you like, hey man, come get on this. You know, the Call of Duty, man, because you know it be live.
And he trash.
They ain't into it. Yeah. Nah, but it you know, it would be live, but they not into it. And you try to get them to get with it, they not into it. You know, so it's like they won't even, you wasting your time. But you game. So if you jumped on Call of Duty and you started getting into like the you know, into the chat rooms and all that stuff, you be more successful at finding team or somebody who you can collab with it and start the point on, because they already in that mix. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times we be trying to without even noticing, we be trying to pull people up that ain't trying to get pulled up. Same thing with these dogs. You pass these, you know, I'd rather fool with some really going in the direction I'm going in and trying to force it in another direction. So when you saying that, like as far as people following you, those are the dogs. That's what I think the dog would get the, how can I say it, the best life, the best experience, the best
chance of its intended use.
Yeah, yes sir.
Like,
but yeah,
I'm gonna tell you where I would make the most money at. People who don't like me or want to buy the dog just to see if they can break it.
Yeah,
that's where money really comes from. I've noticed, like, that's who spend the most money in dogs. It's not the people who like you; they spend money with you too. But they want to get it and then post a video like that Chico Lopez dog, where Chico Lopez dog got humped by another dog, whatever. Like, what does it say about
Dre, you think they ever want to do something so treacherous? And
that's what people do.
Grab one of your dogs and document some shit like that. If your dog could do some crazy shit like that,
that's what better. The only other better content. There is no better content than that, bro. Let me phrase that. There is no other viral content and stuff like that. Like,
that's so much going after a person. You could tear down a person for his actions, but you gotta give out a little space for the dog, because the dog might be a beautiful creature and the owner might be an asshole. So you gotta learn how to let the dog shine with it. You know, that asshole owner gonna be right behind that leash.
Yeah. And that's facts, man. That's facts, Spring.
I learned that from Welch. He kept saying that, man. The dog is not the owner.
Yeah.
But we were taught. I ain't gonna lie. We was taught that.
But them dogs be representations of you, like how you act on the inside. They really do, bro. You spend enough time with that dog, your soul is gonna combine with that dog, and that dog gonna start acting like you. That's how I feel. I might, you know.
So this is the thing, man. Then what happens when you're a solid individual, you get a curve. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the
Yeah, teach
You know
that
what I mean?
motherfucker how to play.
That's something we tell ourselves to stroke our ego when we finally get a good dog, bro. But you don't see nobody saying, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
the dog is a cur because of me, because he took on my personality." You don't see nobody saying that. You know,
Yeah.
It's accountability. That's the accountability. Poisonous in 2025.
Well, yes, like the quote from yesterday is, "To see clearly, you must remove what you want to see." And with that being said, man, a lot of people have put it on the dog. Have a vision of what the dog's supposed to be, and they not even looking at the dog; they looking at their vision. You know.
Yeah, you right. You right. Sometimes I catch myself one of the damn that working too hard, but then I sit there and look at her like shit. She want to keep going. It ain't me wanting to work. So
And it's times where I've been to work with Sean, and she just you could tell like her energy is she not it's not a good time. So we just chill.
right.
Yeah.
Cause you big man. Cause look, bro, you a solid dog, man, bro. I'm calling you that. You ain't even gotta call yourself that. I'm calling you that. You are a solid dog, man.
Hey. Yes. Yeah. I look at it like this though, to be honest, man. Like I know my dogs. Like I don't and I'm not saying like from necessarily from the history of their line to but I know my dog. It's hard to explain. Like I spend all the time I can with my dog, so I know. You know what I'm saying?
You know what she thinking? Shit.
Yeah, and I do that with the majority of my dogs. The main reason why I know my limitations. If I can't spend the right time with the dogs, then I've gone past my reach. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know
so
not to overwhelm yourself.
But that's just for me in my position of what I could do. Like
Right.
I've known people, one person to have over 15 dogs and maintain them. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I can do and what I'm capable of. So I stay like my max where I could give them all the time that they need is $3. I know this. You know what I'm saying? So and financially, you know what I'm saying? Try to properly take care of them. It's $3. I can't go above $3. It's so easy to have a litter or something like that, or go pick up one dog and come back with two. Or pick up one dog and go somewhere else and then be captivated by this and leave with a dog. And next thing you know, you got
7 dogs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You above your head and you spread yourself out so far that you wasted your time, you wasted the dog's time, and ain't nobody really getting anywhere in the long haul. And, I mean, so, I literally know my limit. I've been all that. Trying to be something that I ain't, trying to be, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff and doing it the wrong way. And man, it cost me financially. I lost good dogs, all types of stuff, man. So for me, I'm in my situation, I'm one dog at a time. So if I add a dog to my family, it'll be one dog, and when that dog matures, I add another. I'm not in a rush,
Exactly. Yeah. I think my limitation the same thing. If one of them dogs ain't a pit bull and like pretty much like a house dog, then I could, I wouldn't have to add that one. But like three full blooded pit bulls, and a house dog has always been my max since I was a little kid. Just always. That one house dog, you ain't really got to worry about him because he or she is good trained, and you know what I'm saying. But them other 3 dogs that you got to spend that time with.
Yeah. Well, see, I mean, for me, man, because I'll be on the, more so I keep my dogs in the house. Typically, that's just been always been. So, when you have like a working dog, like especially these dogs, man, like you gotta, for me, you know what I'm saying? In my experience, you gotta let this dog fully mature before you introduce to the dog. I'm not going through that whole process. I've seen people do it all types of ways. You know what I'm saying? But for me, let me work with this dog. Let me get this dog situated. Let me get this dog fully, together as far as my liking to as what as far as manners and all of that. Then I
Right.
can add another. Then I can add another working dog and work from there because each one teach one. And it
Right,
just becomes
right.
it
You
becomes
don't know
it
what your
becomes
you don't know really
yeah,
how strong your craft is. You might be
yeah.
good enough to have two of them dogs cool with each
Hmm.
other. And
Hmm.
the other one might be the one that, all right, this one ain't really trying to be like that. But I got these two like that.
Yeah, and like and every dog ain't and it's a risk because you always taking a chance because the dog might not really turn out how you really wanted the dog to turn out. But at that point in time, you've invested so much and but like and then like for example, you might have a dog that you've invested time, but after a while, it's not the dog you want to move forward with as far as breeding. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just a risk.
Oh
But I
yeah,
would look,
yeah.
in the process of me going through it, I'm just enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the dog, man. And going through it. If we can move forward, we move forward. If it's not right, then it's-
I tell you the truth,
it is what it
majority of
is.
the male
Mm-hmm.
dogs that I've had in the
Mm-hmm.
past, in the past 10 years, I did not want to move forward breeding with them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
It was
like
only when I got the females.
like my boy, my main boy, he was a bully though. I just loved him. You know what I'm saying? I just loved him. I wouldn't breed him to save the world, man. He was just retarded. But he would do whatever I wanted him to do as far as work. You know,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. See,
yeah,
the
man.
world should be blessed to have people that won't just breed the shit just to breed it. Just really saying that, I'm not moving forward with this. To your average human being with dollar signs in mind, he breeding that shit twice.
Hey, I don't even think
Yeah.
it's just dollar signs either though.
Uh,
It's what's it called? Like it's sentimentality will make you breed a dog too. For
yeah,
example,
yeah,
like it's certain
yeah.
dogs like okay, I had his daddy, what I'm saying? His daddy was a good dog, so I just want to, I want to keep the line going because there's one dog off of this
Yeah.
line. You know what I'm saying?
Elevator's a perfect example. You know, yeah,
My soul, I
Dre.
was I was explaining to him to somebody the other day, like, man, all this shit, his shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you gotta think about it. His mother had a dog. His father had a dog. They made it them dogs. It's that. I mean, what's more sentimental than that? You know what I'm saying? So that's something to hold on to. But I'm personally, I'm not a breeder, so I don't. I don't get it. I would breed so I could get what I want out of that litter. You know what I'm saying?
No, I believe
And,
you.
and yeah,
I ain't no
you
breeder
know,
either, bro. Shit. My first litter was on accident. It just happened to be to the game shit next door. Thank the Lord it wasn't the shit
yeah.
behind the house.
Yeah, but then yeah, but like, yeah, man. So me, as far as the way I move, man, yeah, because all of that stuff about having dogs, dogs can't walk together or they can't, work together and stuff like that. I've seen it a lot, man, and certain things like that take time, and certain dogs they just can't do it, and some dogs can, you know.
Yeah.
But when you start thinking about boys that get into the hunting game, the majority of those dogs have to be able to work together, you know.
You think
So,
those dogs sometimes be let's think about it. So
hmm
you get a litter and a couple of them dogs don't turn out how you want them to be. Now,
hmm
instead of just disposing of them, giving them away, or just fixing them or whatnot, you open up the horizon and you like, well, shit, they get along with each other. Let's see if they go. You know what I'm saying? After some small game, and boom, there you go.
well, I mean, I'm just a firm believer, man. Like, I, I'm a firm believer. Like, damn near every single dog can handle a job. It's just align. You know what I'm saying? Does the dog align with what you got going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Curs can make extremely great pets. You know, and it's a whole, but like it's all everything. I think damn near as long as as long as the dog is like physically capable, it's not like you know what I'm saying, handicap or any type of way. And I think you know what I'm saying. It's damn near a job for damn near any dog.
Man,
You
my,
know what
my
I'm saying?
my homie when I was in Memphis, he had a pit. It was white with the brittle patches, and
Yeah.
everybody in the hood loved that style of dog, white with the brittle patches. And he had one. He was in shape. The motherfucker
Mm-hmm.
was amazing looking, smart,
Mm-hmm.
did everything you told him. You barely had to walk him on the leash. And
Yeah.
and I had and I had that old family red nose with that Frisco gate on top of it, and he had been through some work, and he looked it like he had been through some work. So, and I'm not finna be disrespectful to my homie mom. I was raised better than that, but I'm outside with the
Mm-hmm.
dog, and he outside with his dog. We outside chilling, and here she come.
Mm-hmm.
Why your dog mouth hanging like that? It ain't supposed to be looking like that. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, and I'm looking at my homie, and I'm looking at his mama, and I'm like, man, what type of work does your dog do? And
Yeah.
then she like, he don't do no work. I'm like, well, your dog ain't got no purpose. Now I thought that was me not being disrespectful, but my little homie got mad. But then I found out he was mad because I was talking about his dog, and I'm like, look,
Yeah.
bro, you got one of the best looking dogs in the neighborhood, bro. It just look perfect, but it's a cur, bro. It don't want no. Soon as it sees somebody else's dog, that motherfucker want to go in the house. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your mama making fun of my dog because he looked like he'd have been through the ringer a little bit. And we was little kids, bro. We like 15, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let me add to that though, Supreme, because that was one thing about Curves, man. Hey, look, I know dogs right now to this day. They would do exactly what you just said, but let a dog put a mouth on them,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
would turn into some stone cold killer. They wouldn't scratch to
Yeah.
save their life, but will kill
Yeah.
everything on your yard if you put a mouth on it, bro. And so that's why I be like, man, you got to know what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like gameness and cur is a very very abstract term. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
man. So like salute to you on for keeping it real with him, but at the same time, I've had dogs that would stand there, but man, let you bite them. They
right.
killing they killing everything. They bite you, the dog, everything. And I'm talking about they bite hard, crunching, bone crunching. You know,
Well,
they,
we
they
gave
didn't
him a
see.
chance. This was
Yeah,
20 years ago. So,
yeah,
so I'm 35 now. This was 20 years ago. So we little kids, we in the backyard. It's Memphis. Everybody got big ass backyards, trees everywhere. Everybody backyard look like wood. So we back there bumping all the heads dogs together. We back there
Mm-hmm.
scratching every dog. You from the hood and you pop out with that dog. Bring that shit to Chris' backyard. And we finna see what. And we brought that pretty motherfucker back there. Man, that motherfucker, he rather go play. Fetch or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, man.
But
Nah, man. What's up, you know?
oh, I like man, like when it comes to like that word cur, like I try to stay away from it because I like man, I've read stories of dogs that have turned on like in their senior years that was marked the cur, and you know I don't know. I mean, it could fall, stuff like that, being in certain dogs' hands because I've heard schoolboy, a schoolboy, their dog wouldn't do anything. A schoolboy take the dog just on a walk or something, and the dog just start to act different. I think it's an energy thing, and an experience thing, and knowing the dog, and some things is beyond, you know, uh, experience when it comes to stuff like that. When you start talking about dogs that turn on in their later years or anything like that. And I think it's a lot of dogs that's been looked over or been in the wrong hands. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me ask you this, man, because this is a good question that came up a year or two ago, and I thought it was hilarious. Okay, so this is historically speaking. I'm about to talk today, but everything we talk about is historically speaking for entertainment, educational purposes only. not to violate the Animal Rights Acts or Animal Welfare Acts of 1974, nor any lawful ordinances prohibiting dog fighting or illegal animal cruelty in the United States or any other territory that is actively listening to this video or will futurely listen to this video. Okay, so if a dog, right? If a dog is killed in combat and he doesn't give up, what do they call that dog?
Dead game.
They call it dead game, right? Supreme, would you agree?
Yes, sir. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, that's what I would call it.
Okay, all right. So what if a dog is killed in the first 45 seconds of a match? Is it still a dead game dog?
Ooh. You can't. I don't think that's. No.
No. You said he was killed. If he didn't stop, he's dead game. 45 seconds. I've seen it. I've seen a video. I've seen a video that was floating around on the internet from Mexico. On initial scratch, dog hit a bleeder. 45 seconds, the other dog was dead.
I don't know.
He never stopped. They stayed in hold. He died in hold. 45 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know. Don't give me. Hey, I'm not. Hey, look, what do you think, man?
I asked you the question. I asked y'all the question. You know what I'm saying? Chat, Supreme, Big A, I asked y'all the question. If he died in 45 seconds in hold, is he dead game?
I ain't the box man. I don't know.
What you mean you don't know? We
I
talking
don't
about
know, man.
We talking about dog.
I'm just saying, like 45 seconds. To me, I don't think even lashed on in the whole nine, man. I don't think you can judge that.
Okay, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. He dies in the hole. Is he dead game?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, for real? For real?
You said
for real? 20 minutes. He died in the hole. He's dead game.
Man, I'm telling you,
He died in hole. The other dog had him in hole. Or they had both?
They was in hole. They was in both situations. They died in hole. He's dead game.
Man, I'm a greenhorn. I don't know.
Okay. So my question is this: if you can't call gameness and have a definition of gameness, how can you call a cur and have a definition of a cur?
Probably because we done seen more curs in big game.
Wow.
How do you if you can't define for yourself what it is, how you going? If you got to be firm in one as the other, because you're one or the other, and they're found in the same place. Henry James said that 2 days ago.
I seen
exactly
two cur dogs. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I seen 2 game dogs that was owned by me, and then I seen probably 7 curs that cur snap hard, cur bite hard. And when I say cur bite hard, I'm talking about you put that mouth on them, and they put that mouth back on you. They digging in, and it's a hard, nasty, disgusting bite from the cur. And these dogs that I own, and they majority was males. You know, these was the males that I was, you know what I'm saying? And I seen one game dog, and what I seen from him, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, no 40 minutes. It was, you know, him getting destroyed and still getting up and coming back.
Yeah.
But them other ones, if they got their mouth put on them, yeah, of course they'll put the mouth back on you, but it wasn't like they was like, all right, come on, let's go, round 2.
Hey man, look, I gotta give a shout out to the kennels with Terminator dogs, right? And I'm not talking about the blood, I'm talking about dogs that Terminator. You know how many kennels will make your dog dead game? Do you know how many hog hunters will make your dog dead game?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Game is the matter of who's tested it. Bro,
that's what I'm saying.
Sent me a video last night, and I've never seen hogs jump like this in my life. I'm talking about real hogs. This is not no coded stuff. I'm actually gonna put in one of my videos on this Sunday. Bro, these hogs were jumping out of there. I didn't know hogs could jump that high. Because I seen hog hunting videos where the hog hunter just jump up on a little tree or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Like the hog is touching the bottom of their boot, but they can't get them. These hogs were jumping every bit of 4 or 5 foot fences, bro. I mean, clearing them.
I got a question.
I'm talking about nice size hogs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, or back in the day, you know what I'm saying? And my mentor, he didn't box like that. Like he knew about the box, he knew the rules and stuff. He refereed some stuff, but like typically people's stuff died on rolls on his yard. If it survived a roll on his yard, then he would then it was considered worth looking at. And you know how many dead game dogs I saw die in the hole with my mentor? It was dead game for all of 5 minutes. Dead game. So you don't necessarily have to be a box man to understand what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. It's not about clout. It's not about box man. It's about having a level of logic. And that's why I think every dog man or neo dog man or whatever you are, like I gotta respect what you say. Mm-hmm. Just understand that when you tell me something, I want to understand to what degree you look at stuff. That's the questions we gotta have. And some of these conversations are not meant to be had on the internet. Period. Yeah. I'm not going to have no legal conversation with nobody because I'm not getting indicted. I'm not being nobody co-defendant. When you talk about the ideology behind gameness, and you talk about it as a hypothetical, and there's no real names or dogs being used in that, and it's just a hypothetical. Okay, I'm just trying to ascertain to what degree you're discussing anything that you're discussing, right? And that's why I asked about dead game, because I thought that was a really profound thing. I've seen dogs die bitten by snakes, and they held onto the snake. That to me, that is a dead game dog.
I've seen it.
That dog is dead. He died. The snake died right on his chain spot with him. You know what I'm saying? That is a dead game dog to me. I don't even typically use the term gameness, but since we were talking about curs and gameness this morning, I brought it up. I don't really talk about it because I don't consider myself to be a person that does anything that requires that level of tenacity, gameness, or a cur.
Exactly. And go ahead, finish.
Nah, man, I was just want to shout out my brother Soul in the building, man. Salute, Big Soul Power.
Hey, Soul, what's happening? Yeah, man, that's why y'all never really hear me talk on that subject, man, because exactly what you said, man. I saw I saw the breakdown, man. I know exactly. I understood the assignment. I got where you was going with it. And but for real though, that's what I'm saying, because I've been around a few things, man, but like for me to sit up there and call it and or somebody else call it and they don't know either or, I mean, it's kind of like I don't know. It's different, man. But you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, because and then I gotta say this too, man. I've seen some awesome dogs. And that'll be out in my mind. I'll be like, man, that's the best dog I've ever seen. And then, a year later, I see something that look like, you know what I'm saying, is outdoing that by a long shot. So I'm never I don't know, man. It's like, people say they seen a good dog, but have you really seen a good dog? You know what I'm saying?
Always leave room for another dog to impress you.
Yeah, because I mean, you only as good as what you've seen in your experience. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then them dogs could be something different in the next person's hands, because that next person might look at stuff different than how you look at it, and boom, you done click something that dog head. You done sold the dog to somebody. You gave it away like, man, I don't need him no more. 2 years later, this motherfucker in front of I keep trying to say Gazette on front of the AP American Pit Bull.
I've given away good dogs, man.
Yeah, yes, I have. But I was happy that I did it because I was overwhelmed and I didn't have the means to give them dogs the best life.
Yeah. What you about to say, Dre?
Look here, man. When it comes to when you comes to finding the better dogs, like you were saying, man, I look at it like that. Like, you ever seen that scene with the Wolf on Wall Street?
Yeah.
At the beginning of the movie, the curly head dude, Jonah, what's his name?
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He walked up to him. He said, you show me a check for $30,000 in 1 week, and I quit my job. I come work for you right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at like being outclassed by another kennel like that. And that's also knowing the kennel man. Like if you beat me that bad, I'm gonna drink the Kool-Aid. I'm gonna have to pick one of them puppies up. You know what I'm saying? If you whooping me that bad and I'm that outclassed, okay, maybe I don't even have maybe what I thought was a real pit bull ain't even a real pit bull no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's apparent to be there's levels to this, and that level you got. I can't build it. I got to buy it. You know what I'm saying? but it's that's a rare occasion because people use steroids. I don't believe in steroids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a personal choice. If you use them, fine. Especially if you're using it for like real business. Like you actually hog hunt. You need the dog to recover fast. You need them to have a little bit of power. You want that extra guarantee. It's just like taking a higher caliber weapon into a combat situation. You know, I'd rather take my 45 than my 9 if I'm going up against, you know, something large like a bear or an animal that could do serious damage to me, man. You know. So I get it. That extra insurance just it feels nice, but I don't believe in steroids or anything that's. I don't believe in none of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe in natural dogs with natural ability, and I believe that if my dog not on steroids is even in the realm with your dog on steroids, I got the better dog. Because if I did decide to add it to my program, what are you going to add now to be? You know, so that's a personal opinion. I'm just sitting here kicking it because Toyo ain't here. You know what I'm saying? Prayers my brother Toyo. But I'm just spitting information out there today. And my thoughts, my feelings. You know.
Yes, sir.
On my brother's behalf. But my thoughts and opinions do not necessarily reflect what Brother Big Toyo would say or how he feels. Put that out there as well.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Show enough. Bad batch. What's happening? Yeah. Yeah, YG. Yeah, man. But nah, that was heavy though, man. You know, that's heavy, man. You know, cause and then you see a lot of kennels using the word game, and you know, it's like, you know, it's like, what is that? You know, so
yeah, man, I did it, man. I get it. I swear to God, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of the things where you're like, okay. Everybody respects game because the ideology of gameness is great. Like, gameness is synonymous with greatness. Like, everybody wants to be associated with greatness. You know what I'm saying, man? And it's one of the things. Salute, brother. So, man, it is, man. It's because of contributions from brothers like you, bro. But I had to let it go. Even the term pit bull, I use it here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still use it because my dogs are still that on paperwork. They are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I get it. Like, pit bull means like the best. Like, if you change the word pit bull for the best, I breed the best. I breed pit bulls. They're synonymous, right? Mm-hmm. And so when people say that, man, you can't knock me.
Hey, I do pit bulls while I've been on this trail constantly. A Sorrell's banjo female. She was real thin, and he was like, this was yesterday, and I'm like, damn, where you get that from? You can talk. He got to tell me about the ticks, the bat. I don't want to get off the subject, but what was it? What before I say that? What was you talking about, Dre?
Nah. You done changed the subject now, Spring.
All right, so look.
What? What was that?
I know, bro. I'm trying to make sure.
Hey, man.
I'm multitasking. So
hey, put it down.
So I'm on the trail, right? So I know. So I be trying to notice if somebody got like a real pit bull and shit. So I noticed.
Oh,
like
man.
He had a dude that looked like Dre Dog. But so boom, I'm at the railroad track. I am. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Do y'all be having y'all show card?
What?
Y'all show card.
Nah, I don't carry it around with me, bro.
I must be going in and out or something.
You are a little bit, man. Yeah.
Can't you that show card? Man, that's that cricket.
Yeah. Who we got here, man? Who kicking in the door, man?
That's me, bro. That's me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but what were you saying, Dre?
Oh, man. Man, I don't know, man. I got derailed.
Yo, what was that? Hey, man, he came out of nowhere and just, man.
Damn thing kicking out. I know, bro. This just messed me up. I didn't forget what I was going to say.
Man, hey, you talking
Blooper.
about
hey,
that?
Say that one for the bloopers.
Hey, no, that is the definition of scatterbread right there, man. That's a scatterbread right there, man.
Hey, man, don't be talking about them scatterbread, dog.
Nah, man. That's the lotto. That's the lotto.
That's another one. That's another one. That's another one. Man. Let's cook.
Oh, let's go. Come on.
Supreme, you and Big A brought up the hot links. Let me put them hot links on the grill real quick. Hot links on the grill. Okay. So I get a phone call, right? A month and a half ago, I get a phone call. One of my old troops, man, I got a pit bull. Like, man, send me a picture, man. Man, look, bro.
Hey, what state was he in, Dre?
Man, this boy's in Utah.
Okay, Utah. Okay.
Yeah, in Utah, man. This dog look like Mogwai from the Grimmers. I say, man, what is it? What is that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got a Mogwai. You know, so don't feed that thing after 10 o'clock at night. Let me tell you something. You know,
hey, don't get it wet either, man.
Yeah, don't get it wet. Don't wash it. Don't feed that thing at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, he like, man, this ain't no puppy. This like a 9-10-month-old dog. It's a puppy, but ain't no like baby.
Yeah.
It's clearly not a pit bull.
Yeah.
I guess he thought he was gonna impress me. Okay, all right. He sends me a picture 3 nights ago. They went out and got a puppy, another Mogwai.
Yeah.
Another Mogwai. Must have got it from the same breeder. I said, okay.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? That be, it's a blue Mogwai. That, you know what I'm saying?
Damn. They got them?
This boy got a blue Mogwai. Yeah. So he like, yeah, man. He like, how big do you think it's gonna be? I said, well, it depends on the pedigree. You know, it depends on the pedigree. He said, I don't have a pedigree. I said, I know. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's exactly why we laugh at you, because you've known me since this kid has known me since he was 19. So he's aware of game dogs just by proxy, right?
Yeah.
He's now, I met him in 16. This is 25. We're going on, 9 years. Yeah, 9 years. I've known this kid since he was 19. You know what I'm saying? He's 26 now. Got kids and everything. You know, I went to his daughter's first birthday and everything. You know, like we family.
Yeah.
You sent me this Mogwai, and I know you've heard of pedigree if you don't understand it because of proximity. We worked together that long, you know, and so I can hear it in his voice. He's like, Dad's disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right, I'm disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you knew I had a litter on the way. If you wanted something that I could tell you about, you had to go with the pedigree that I'm familiar with. You know what I'm saying? So, a life lesson, man. Like y'all saying, the scatterbred stuff, man. I can't tell you how big it's gonna get or what bloodline it looks like. If it's scatterbred, I can't tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? There's dogs from different bloodlines, different phenotypes, everything that's in that dog. I don't know what you got. You could have a great dog, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Just know you got a healthy dog product that ain't gonna no motherfucking skin problems or none of that.
Yeah, man. Get them Supreme.
Hey, the scatterbred, I done seen some real scatterbred stuff where, you know, if you was able to look at the page, you would have to probably sit there for about 10-15 minutes and write down everything that you see and look at it at that list. But man, now I'm not trying to bash nobody with no scatterbred line, but I'm pretty sure you got the dog before it was 2 scatterbred, and then, you know, and this is just my opinion. I feel like 4 bloodlines is not scatterbred. You know, you got 4 bloodlines, I wouldn't call it scatterbred. But anything over 4 and you trying to breed it, you got 5 options or 7 options to breed to. Shit, you must finna breed that motherfucker to air option.
So you said 4 is not scatterbred, but 5 is?
Depending on what that one of that 5th one, if it has if you know what I'm saying, has it coincided with any of them bloodlines before?
Okay. Would you take a Mayday dog to a Soros dog?
Yes.
Okay. You know how many bloodlines you just combine by doing that?
Probably 7. But they done coexisted. They done been doing that shit since goddamn it before Michael Jackson died.
I'm just asking. And you know, there's a fair assessment. You I can tell you thought about it because it came out without hesitation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I ask these questions because once again, life has a way of making you a hypocrite. Everything you said made sense to me, Supreme, because the Bolio influence is on both sides. You know what I'm saying? The Eli is there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it worked. So
yeah,
when we put these numbers on things like 20 seconds ain't dead game, but he died in the box.
Mm-hmm.
In the hole, you know what I'm saying? He went 4 hours and then he curved out. He stood the line. You know, like these are topics where it's all good discussion. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a right or wrong answer, bro. It's just a matter of perspective, man. And we can argue about it all day, but that's what it's about. You know, sitting around the spades table, I'm slapping y'all with this joker deuce, and you busting y'all heads with my opinion. And you know what I'm saying? Those of y'all who got an opinion back, fire back, and then you know what I'm saying? You take the ace of the clubs or shoot the ace of spades and throw my junk off the table. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna look at what. So would you consider Red Boy Jocko Boy the Tombstone to be one bloodline in 2025?
Yeah, I would. And that's what I was getting at. It was like, okay, because if you're talking about the bloods that it took to combine to make that, it's 4 different strands. Like they were all 4 different progenitors. But it's been working together so long now that I would say it's time to name a new dog that represents all those lines in one dog. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you get the macho dogs from, you know, the mechanic buck dogs, you know, even Red Boy Jocko, Tombstone, Bolio, Kennels, Carnello. Those dogs represent that stuff very well. And they're very good amalgamation of all the blood.
I look at breeding to that as breed to one pure blood.
Exactly. A new
right.
specimen. A new specimen. Because when you look at Red Boy, you look at Jeep, all these dogs, you know, they went back to the Tudors, they went back to the Maloney's, they went back to these dogs like that, you know. And so it's they've been doing it, but you got to tighten it up eventually, you know. So Red Boy was bred to Feather, he's bred to Cleo, he's bred to Cat. You know, they make Yellow John and they outcross to Miss Jocko. You know, so
he went out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, say 4 to 6 is scattered.
But I look at what Supreme said too. Okay, so for example, all right, there are dogs that, even though they might not have crossed recently, they came from the same progenitors. You know, Jeep and Red Boy both have Kobe already in them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for a long time I didn't know that Mayday had Eli in there. You know, we did episodes about that. You know, like,
I remember that. Yeah.
If you took Mayday to a heavy Eli dog, or you know, Maverick dog or something like that, you're loosely line breeding because it's not pronounced in Mayday, but it's in his 6th generation. There's Eli there. You know what I'm saying? So it's I don't know. It's a matter of perspective, and it's basically, I think, a matter of how close up you think it has to be for it to be relevant in your dog's lineage. I go back 4 generations, bro. 4 generations is all I'm going back. Anything beyond that, I'm proud of this in there. Yay me. There's Red Boy 10 generations back in my pedigree. Yay me. But you know, even if it skips a generation, it's not consistent enough for me to care about that. You know, it's not for me. You know, some people be like, man, it skipped a generation, but it came back, so I'm gonna keep reading that, and that worked for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they right or wrong. I don't ever want to be right or wrong. I just want to. If it works for me and I kick your butt with it, then I'm right because I won. Yeah. Being right is because to the victor go to spoils in that situation with me. You know, so that's my opinion on it. You know, you want to win, pick a sport that you're better at with your dog and win. And I listen to you on that subject. But if you ain't beat me in the subject I'm talking about, you can shut up and kick rocks. You know.
Speaking of, man, we got the call outs. You know. So if you think that you can showcase skill better than somebody, or you got somebody on your list that you think they they don't know what they talking about, or you just think your dog better than anybody else dog, period. Call them out, you know, and you can call them out and use and make them play your game. Yeah. If you want to do the slap mill, you can call them out on the slap mill. If wall climbing your thing, you can call them out on wall climbing. Some people gonna be no shows. Some people gonna be like, let's strap up and go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And,
So,
and let me tell y'all something too, man. Some people are not down with internet. So if you call somebody out and they're not down with internet, man, please don't be no little chicken head on the internet, man. Like, they'll catch you at a dog show. That might be a completely different thing, man. So like,
yes, sir.
Make the call out. If they don't answer the call out, talk to your junk, keep moving. Yeah,
respect it. Because this is, you know what I'm saying. This is all about the dogs at the end of the day.
Yeah, and everybody gonna see they ducked you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna see they ducked you.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of call outs, didn't you call somebody out yesterday?
Yeah, Titan Kennels.
Titan Kennels. Come to the square.
Yeah, man, they too big. They too big to go.
He did?
Yeah, he called out Titan Kennels, man. Yeah. Hey, okay. Hey, so hypothetically speak, or Dre, if he does come to the square, right?
Yeah.
What would you be looking to do?
Man, all the legal activities, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying if you're calling it, because you calling him. If you called him, what are you calling to do? Slap meal?
I want slap meal, best condition, confirmation of soundness. If they do obedience, we do obedience too. We do wall climb. Those are the things I have access to. I can do right here in my yard. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do right here at home. Yeah. Which is the purpose of the digital dog show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you got 20 years experience. I got 22 years in the game. I think it would be a good showdown. You know, you're the owner of a registry. I'm the owner of a digital dog show. I think it would be a really good showdown. You know, and like I said, man, you know, you show me 30,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? You make a believer out of me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's not talking about money. That's talking about you show me the work and the backs, the cash junk that you was talking yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. You know, I don't mind saying I was wrong. That's the difference. Like I don't mind saying I was wrong, but I'm gonna work real hard to make sure I don't have to say I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then I like to win with elegance, and that's why they hate me. I like to win with elegance. I will whoop your behind and won't talk about it no more unless I have to bring it up for reference purposes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't about to be dancing around here singing "We Are the Champions" because I already, man, no. If I win, I'm winning with elegance. Is cool. You won't even know Dre won unless you was there for it. You know what I'm saying? Man. I want you to know. I want you to know. You know, it's like a lot of people say, if you got hands, hard biting curves and people with hands, this is true. I've never had to fight the same person twice. I've never had to fight the same person twice. Even if they win, I'm gonna make sure that the win is so difficult you don't want to go through that again.
Yeah, man.
In the movie, I think it was Creed 2, or maybe it was the first Creed. He was like, "Look,
I
fought people like this before." Hold on, let me finish the statement. He was like, "I fought people like this before. They gonna hit you so hard, they gonna take stuff out of you that you will never get back."
Yeah. Nah, for real.
Go ahead, Supreme. My bad, bro.
Hey, you accept it and you win. You know you're moving up that Mortal Kombat tower, right? Who you gonna call out next? Who you gonna call out next? I'm just saying the Mortal Kombat. You remember the Mortal Kombat tower when you were playing?
I would say, okay, Supreme. I'm gonna be real with you. I would say this, man. I would say, man, like if I was looking at like an echelon of people who I would want to beat in a show, Borderland Breezy whooped me in best condition in Louisiana. I don't mind saying that. I'm proud of that. Borderland Breezy is a beast right now. Say what you want to. He took that 5-foot trophy home. You know what I'm saying? Lockdown Rudy took that 5-foot trophy home for best condition. They called me out. That's going up the ladder. I don't know about Titan Kennel before they even be going up the ladder. Beating Mona Watts in Texas, that's going up the ladder on Mortal Kombat. I don't know nothing about Titan Kennel. I didn't hear about them to the internet, bro. And all I've heard is I'm not taking pictures.
Yeah, really good.
You know what I'm saying? Don't call me asking these questions. There's a trust issue. I don't want to sell you dogs anyways. You know what? I'm like, okay, I want to see if these kennels really earn the right to talk to people anyway. That's all I want to know. Yeah. I want to see if they really got the right, or they just doing it for clout. You know what I'm saying? If you really like that, I'll shut up, leave it alone. You know what? Leave them alone. They right. They talking to you because they work that hard. They like that. They really like that. I know for myself now. You know what I'm saying? But I believe it's like that scene from the Bruce Lee movie where the dude punching the board, you know, boom, I'm hitting the board, boom, I'm hitting the board. And Bruce Lee walk up and say, you know what? Boards don't hit back. You know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, boys don't hit that.
Yeah, I like tell them bring out one of the Red Bull Junior dogs, man. Tell
Yeah.
them bring out the best. Tell his ass, goddamn it, let's do this slap meal.
And I bring out one of my scatterbred mutts. You know what I'm saying? I
We
bring out one
used
of
to
my
have
scatterbred
people.
mutts.
Yeah. God,
We'll
don't
see.
not
We'll
close
see
to
who.
each other.
We'll see
But
who.
what
We'll
I'm
see who
saying is,
I go down.
go about having, you know, more run out on your channel. If it got to be through call outs, then fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Shit, we got call outs here, man. I'm trying to rip it up before I don't throw it, huh? Move. Look, it's all.
Hey, let me go ahead and shout it out though, because Mad Dot asked a question, man. He said, "What up, Victoria in the chat?" Yeah, so Mad and everybody in the chat, man. Victoria had a family emergency this morning, man. So, y'all want to bless him? Shoot him a message. If you really want to bless him, hit him up on the Cash App we got on the screen right there. Shoot him a Cash App. Let him know it's you. You know what I'm saying? Let him know we're praying for him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, do it that way, because that's what he would do if he was here. He'd be like, Cash App been kind of dry. You know what I'm saying, Drake? And two, I told you, you know how they talk, man. That's the DMV talk.
Yeah.
Two, and then Doug, and Doug, Dog, and Doug. So, yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Hey, West gave his opinion of it. You know what I'm saying? Bad business, but I'm not here to bash them either. I'm glad you shared that information, Wes, so we can be aware of.
Yeah.
But I just want to compete, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if you that nice, man, let's compete, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you that nice, let's compete. I don't want to hear it no more. Let's just compete, But I hate that happened too, Wes. You know what I'm saying? I hate that happened, bro. Him said the same thing. Sorry to hear that, man. That's why I don't take deposits to the puppies that's born and healthy, man. They once their eyes open, they got teeth, they got underbite, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not take a deposit, man. But yeah, man, I've heard it. I heard it a couple of times for the West.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man.
It's a nigga. It's a guy. It's a who blocks over with me for what a pure tight Kendall's mill.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I really too much don't know nothing about it, so I really can't even.
But that's why those are perfect examples of why I only fool with people that I can build with, typically some places that I can actually go to the yard on, and frequent often,
Right. Hell yeah. I was happy as hell when dude said he lit. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I was sad when JD Walker died. Shit, so I was like, what the fuck I'm finna do?
Yeah.
Woo, girl, she's gonna rip this shit up if I don't throw it.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, y'all, man, if y'all got TOYO number, man, shoot a brother a text, man. Let him know prayers up for him. You know what I'm saying? We love you, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We love you, bro. And we're approaching the hour mark, man. It's about time for the elevated perspective. Big A, you and Supreme, y'all want to make our rounds?
Yes, sir, man. You know what it is, man. We got that Digital Dog Show coming up at the end of the month, and this is the month to get into it, man. We got over $600 in cash prizes for winners in each category. We shout out to the Dog of the Week, MKM. Dog of the Week last week, MKM. Man, I don't know. I think MKM might be the Dog of the Week next week. Ain't no telling. But that's how it go, man. But if we find out that MKM got 4 dogs in running for Dog of the Month, that'll be crazy. That'll be straight up crazy. Either way it go, he win. But all you got to do is send a shout in for your Dog of the Week. And we vote for it every Friday, man. If you missed it this morning, all you got to do is go back and watch the previous show, that no decaf, man. And we got that obedience challenge coming up. Y'all stay tuned for that. We'll be giving y'all information on that pretty soon. And what else we got going on? If you ain't a member, man, what you doing, man? It only costs $1. And then on top of that, we're gonna have some stuff that's gonna be members only. Ooh, you gotta be there to get it though. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, we're gonna shoot over the elevators, man. Y'all ain't gotta go nowhere, man. You can stay right here, man, on this channel, man. We got binge-worthy content. Supreme, what's up?
Man, I'm ready to get on elevator show. Get it cracking.
Okay. Yes, sir. He probably already waiting. You know what I'm saying? Anticipating.
Y'all can see I'm already outside, so I don't need no outro.
Already, man. Dre, what's happening, man? He on the way to the gym, ain't you?
Nah, not yet, man. Not yet, man. We leave the house about 7:05. I got about 25 minutes to steal.
Okay.
Let me pull this up real quick. Man. Brothers, out there on the yard, you know what I'm saying? Salute, man. Salute y'all, brothers, man.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. It's like I said, it's time to get over to Brother Elevators. Big A, I know you're Toyo. Y'all usually just close it out with the music, so
yeah,
I'm gonna shut up and we move on to the next one, man.
Already, man. Y'all know what it is. Yes, sir. And we out.
Yeah. Beat drop, slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lines run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red digit close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second was the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.